And how is everyone doing today? Welcome, James, here first as always. Daz, Emily, welcome. Welcome to Write with Erin. This is where I try to get work done and stream it. Doesn't always work. How are you doing, Emily? Put my music back on. Yes, you should give yourself permission to have a break. A waffle evening. Cool. I never check the Discord. I'm so terrible for that. I'm horrid. Horrid. Well, who runs it would be a good thing. James? Cool. And failing your typing skills. Your typing suggestions. Okay. Yeah, Daz is right though. Yeah, its history would be an important thing. Why a porridge house instead of a steakhouse? Like, is there something special about the oats in the area or something? Because maybe they have a particular terroir in the soil that makes the oats taste particularly good. I refuse to do it. That's why if you text me, you'll never get a message back. Phone me. That's what phones are for. That's why they're called phones. I hate smartphones too. I hate smart asses too, so. Cool. James, that's cool. That makes sense, Daz. There'll be regional variations and shit too, depending on how much communication your people have, right? I mean, even take a look at the differences between Thor and Donner, right? One's German and one's Scandinavian. They're the same god, though. Yeah. You know, you call your god Gaia, I call her Ceres, but they're the same people. Gods live on the moon, okay? Yeah, you could. Put some gods on it now. Sprinkle them on there. Okay. How very Catholic of you. Or Zoroastrian, either one. There's not much difference, really, though, so. Oh, I'm sorry if you asked me earlier and... Oh, they didn't answer it in the World Anvil stream, probably because it's a long question. But is it okay? Yes, put an adult warning on it. You know, put a trigger warning on it. Sable's got some... Sable has some articles on hers that have trigger warnings on it. Yeah. And if you don't get too descriptive of it, I mean, it's not going to be gore porn or anything. Okay, I'm going to start the timer here. Yeah. Well, you don't violate any terms of service by putting it on there, right? I mean, we've got slavery and stuff like that going on in our worlds, right? I have a Star Wars world. There's slavery in it by default. A whole race of people. They call them droids. I'm gonna get to work here. Yeah, you should explain that too. That's perfectly fine, James. That's true, Daz. Okay. Oh, we're supposed to be on a break. Well. So how did everyone do on this sprint? Did I lose everybody? Lots of scribbling, that's good. That's cool, Emily. Okay. Here's the question for you, James. Think of it honestly. If you weren't a writer, if you're just a reader, and you're reading this, and you had something bad like that happen to you in your background, would that set you off? Say you've been human trafficked, or say you've been part of a gang that abused you. You know? And then if you think it would, then you need a trigger warning, of course, because somebody might be triggered by it. But if you think that there isn't a reasonable person, even a gangster, is going to get triggered by this, probably don't need one. If you're saying, oh yeah, they kidnap people, well, that probably isn't going to trigger somebody. Yeah. Trigger warning, human trafficking. Welcome back, Daz. We're supposed to be working, but we're helping James with his stuff. Yeah, I hear you, mate. Yeah. I don't know. I have no emotional connection to my childhood, so I don't know if I was abused or not. I don't remember most of it. Um, I remember highlights, mostly things people told me that I should remember. Right. That's the problem with being a psychopath is you don't remember a lot of stuff like that because you have no emotional connection to it, so it doesn't stick with you. Okay. Oh, Moonflower, thank you for the hydrate. And yes, I will save because I have not done that yet. I'm working on my Goblin Dictionary. Classifying words as nouns or verbs or adjectives or... Hello, Moonflower, by the way. Then if you imagine that it might trigger somebody who was belted and beaten as a child, then you should put a trigger warning. That's just the way it is. Just put a subtitle, trigger warning, human trafficking and physical abuse. Got some candles, nice. I always take candles and then I carve them. Make things out of them. I got like blades like this too. Gotta get some more candles. I don't have any in the moment. I haven't done any in about 10 years. I'm just starting to think about getting back into it. I used to carve like all sorts of things, weapons mostly. Right? I carved 2-scale katanas and stuff like that out of a candle. Ah, okay. Oh. I have one of my wax carved chains. I did this. That's all one piece of wax. No, just physical abuse is fine. Goblin language, no, it's not really gory. No, it's no gorier than any other language. Right? I mean, goblins are just normal creatures, right? kitty. I should just hop through the window. Oh yeah, that's cool. Doing different kinds of sprints. Well, I sure aren't getting any work done on this sprint. Nah, you're not gonna get in trouble for writing out a criminal organization. I wrote out an assassins guild. Goblin assassins. Not nice guys. Well, their leader is sort of a nice guy, as long as you don't piss him off. Yeah, my hubby in the other room was just saying that you gotta figure that the head of an assassin's guild has to be a super nice guy that everybody likes. He deals with assassins. Yeah, they gotta either be that or so terrified of him that they think that if he farts, he'll fart poison and they'll kill him. Like Machiavelli said, it's best to be both loved and feared, but if you cannot choose both, choose fear over love. I think Machiavelli was an asshole, but he was right. Machiavelli was a psychopath, just like me. And he was probably much liked by people around him. Most of us are. Psychopaths generally have lots of friends. They're generally agreeable people. You know, they usually say, he seems so normal to me. And they find him with like 60 bodies in his basement. Okay, break time. Smoke him if you got him. ST? What's an ST? Hey, no problem. James, no problem. You're in the military in Daz? Didn't know that about you. What branch? Air Force. Do you fly? Or do you fix planes? 86 to 90, cool. That's what time I was in just after I got out. I am an old sailor. My story is sad. Though once I was carefree and a brave sailor lad. Oh, you worked on the spy cameras on the jets. That's cool. So what did you think of Tucker Carlson saying that women in the military are a disgrace? Yeah, of course not. Still classified. Hey, Lord Galacron. Yeah. Remote dark alley, yeah. Empty dark alley, yeah. Oh, I did not. Congratulations, Gala. You are the man. Awesome job, mate. Awesome job. Congrats, my friend. That is hard. Trust me, I know I can't do it. I've never finished a novel yet. Hey, of course, mate. No, I probably will never finish a novel. I just don't have it in me. No, I've made a few attempts and I've sort of given up. Yeah, did ya? Hey, Nick. So I heard Galacron finished his novel. I was just congratulating him on it. Welcome. Oh, well, I am. Yeah, a good novelette and a good short story I can write, but I can't do a novel. Well, yeah, exactly. I, have Sable to tell all the stories I want. Yeah, I'm proud of him too, Nick. Not half as proud as you are, though, Dad. Yep, that's perfect there, James. Suddenly had to be in here. Cat just come flying through the window. I am doing an entire campaign book, Daz. It's a lot of work. The biggest trouble is getting what's in here down to on there. Yeah, there you go, see? James was worried that if he writes about a criminal organization that exploits people and um, tortures them, that he might violate terms of service on World Anvil. So we told him to put a trigger warning on it, and he should be fine. Yeah, and check the 18 plus box. If you don't actually describe it, you don't even have to put that down as 18 plus. Just say, yeah, he beat him up. Ooh, Oh geez, yawning my face off. I think I didn't sleep 11 hours. I haven't done anything. Everyone else save. I've done 0 work since my last sprint. Aha! I forget to save all the time. That's why I'm so glad that World Anvil saves automatically. Because my computer also randomly likes to freeze up. Because I'm running 2 monitors on one video card and it doesn't like it. Well, I wrecked this sprint too. Chatting away. One of these days I'll actually get work done on one of these streams. Supposed to spring ahead tomorrow? Is that in Canada too? Alright, hug James, thanks. I know my goblins need words. I don't know if we're even doing it this year. Apparently, goddamn Californians. Daylight savings time. Denver savings time. Okay. Denver has its own damn time. So high up in the mountains. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to take a 10-minute break, and then we'll come back and do another sprint. Alright, need to get some painkillers and refill my drink. Be back in a few. Well, let's hope that this fixes the issue. I don't know. Is that better? Did it come back up, or? Because the problem might be with my overlay. I think I have some problems with that overlay. Oh, it was skipping frames. Hello, Ron. No timer. Ah. Is it come back to normal now there, Daz? It's getting dark in here. Turn some light on. Forced? I don't know. Subservience? Subjugation? Well, Sable's supposed to be joining us, but I don't know where she is. Yeah. Hey, Stretch. Just waiting on Sable here. She's gonna join us. We're in the middle of a sprint. But I ain't getting any work done, as usual. Nice. I like steak and ale pie. I'm just chilling and waiting for Diane to join us on stream here. She's busy watching whatever Jamie's watching in the kitchen.
It was a Mandarin speaking contest, so it was really interesting.
Yeah.
Sorry I'm so late, gang.
And suddenly, without warning, Sable is in the house. Guess I should unmute so that you can hear me too.
We're getting an echo for some reason.
Are we?
It's here. Bonjour, Amelie. Vas-y. Hey, so much cool stuff going on in the community right now. I mean,
Yeah.
Eli's Kickstarter ended in like 6 hours, right? 5 hours, something like that. Gala finishing his novel last night.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, I am echoing Sable, it is true. There's a bit of a lag. Am I on your speaker?
You're in my ear speaker, but you're not coming out of my regular speaker, so then. Nope.
Well, I'll check my mic settings.
Why don't you go to your headset mic?
Yeah. Let's see. I can turn my microphone on and off, apparently. Just a second here. Ah, settings. There we go. Yeah, it's using my webcam.
Yeah.
Well, let's see here. Okay, testing. How's that?
Well, that sounds better to me. How does that sound to you guys?
All right.
Okay, Stretch says that sounds there.
A little reverb.
Okay, Dad says that's better.
Okay, good stuff. Other mic was better?
No. Other mic was better as far as Stretch was concerned.
No, this one is good. Okay. Am I too quiet?
I might be able to
put the thing closer, I guess.
No, I can probably fix that.
Okay. Emily is great after eating lots of waffles. I'll need all that energy to sleep. That's awesome.
Okay, how's that, guys? Is that better for hearing her?
Okay, we're good. I was working on my plant challenge, is what I was working on. Let's see here.
Okay, that's the end of the sprint, so we got a 5-minute time break, and then...
Okay.
Well,
Yappy time then.
sets in. Okay, we're good to go.
Awesome.
Plant. Emily's got like a carnivorous plant she made.
I know, murder flowers, she says.
Murder flowers, yeah.
I like the idea of murder flowers.
Yeah.
I have like this whole planet that's full of carnivorous plants, but I haven't made up any of the actual plants, so I won't be covering them for this challenge. 100 words to spare. Awesome. And now making illustrations. Cool.
Well, that's always good. See, that's the way a professional writer does it. When they say 5,000 words, you want 4,999.
Well, you get paid more.
Right.
If they take the story.
Right. So you want to get as close as you can without going over. It's like The Price is Right.
So who's all doing Camp Nano, speaking of things coming up?
Camp Nano? What the hell is Camp Nano?
Camp Nano. It's like a mini version of NaNoWriMo, except that they do it in like April and July, I think it is.
Oh, yeah?
And you can set your own goals. And so my goal, of course, will be editing.
Mm-hmm.
So I will be doing that. And, you know, if I have time after the editing, I will finish the draft of book 3. But I need some serious editing before I'll be finishing that draft.
I seriously got to edit my Goblin Dictionary.
Yep. Emily is doing camp. Okay, that's awesome. Darth is doing it. Daz is not. Fair enough. Emily says, I taught a practical to first-year biology students for a few years about carnivorous plants. It was very cool to see all of them in real life. I bet. Yeah, rewriting my novel from November. Yeah, you know, if I'm talking about my draft for book 3, rewriting is really a more accurate description of what I'm doing. Yeah. I'll also change my mind again in the next weeks. I know, right? I'm terrible with that. I never know what I'm going to write or work on until like the day before it starts, for sure. But I think I've made up my mind now. Daz says I'm switching between world building and editing Infernal Chapter 2. Edits are infernal. I have some major rewrites to do. Book 3 is a mess.
I love Author Goddess's Gollum one for that.
Yes, we must do the edits, but we hate it. So did you know that looking at your face all the time apparently leads to depression?
Looking at your own face?
Yep.
Yeah,
apparently there's a rise in depression due to Zoom, like it's a Zoom syndrome they're calling it or something. I don't know. I look at my face a lot because I do a lot of streaming. It doesn't bother me. I'm not that bad looking.
I'm butt fucking ugly, but I don't give a shit.
I'm not going to win the Mrs. Universe contest or anything, but, you know, I'll do.
I look like Santa Claus.
Good for
People
46.
even told me that.
Well, I got called Grandma. Hey, I am a grandma. Deal with it.
Yeah.
Grandma, get off. Go to bed. Somebody said in one of my Twitch streams during Game of Tomes.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, whatever, buddy. Go watch something else.
Somebody compared me to Santa Claus. I was like, thank you. Santa Claus is a jolly old elf.
Yeah, because you see all the faults in your face all day. Yeah, it's true.
Okay, that's the Dragon Roar thing.
Okay. Do I really need to find my description of Sable Aradia at Game of Tomes? I'm sure I'll find it, actually. I've got your Season 1 script up on this computer because one of the projects that I have planned is I'm going to move all the stuff from the Game of Tomes page to Game of Tomes Season 1, and then I'm going to describe the events and link stuff like Natalia's character article and your script, right? So I like Daz's response there. Tell them to go back to their pacifier and diapers, infant. That's right. That's right. Alright, I should get to work. Writing time. Well, okay, for me, world building time, really, but what am I doing here? Star mushrooms. There we go.
Hey, Song, how you doing?
Hey, Song, good to see ya.
Yeah, you haven't seen me in a long time either.
I sure will, James.
How you been keeping? Nice. Isong, that's nice. Right? That's that's the next major step as a game master, is to go from where you're following the story somebody else wrote to writing the story with your players, all off the top of your head. And there's no greater feeling for a game master than when players are going sitting around afterwards going, "Yeah, that was awesome," right? And you know that all came out of your head. Yeah, it's a good feeling, E-Song. It really is. When you start doing it yourself, it really is cool. Alright. Save check. That's cool, Daz. Yeah, that's called the tangent. Players will do it all the time on you. We really should be doing this, but we're gonna go do this instead. That's good. That's good. You were prepared. Yep. Okay, I have to go off camera for a couple minutes here. Say it will still be on camera though.
Yep. I shall be.
Yeah, stretch. I've had that.
Yeah, but that's fair. I mean, you gotta give people an opportunity to get into playing their characters, and, you know, it's kind of difficult to just kind of jump in and assume that you have an interactive relationship. Some people are character actors, you know? I like to have an opportunity to get to know stuff, and if I don't have an opportunity to get to know the characters in game, then I'll probably spend like at least an hour before the game starts normalizing what the relationship is with the other characters. Yeah, there you go, Stretch. I agree. That's probably the best way to handle it. Just kind of run with it for sure.
If I'm not running a one-shot, I often run a get-to-know-you session where the players are just designed for their characters to get to know one another, hang out, even if they're like brother and sister. You got to know how their characters react to each other. So, you know, you give them the first session to normalize that sort of stuff. And I'm with Stretch. I enjoy it when players go off on a tangent too.
Well, it's fun.
Have a good night, James. Sleep
Oh,
well.
good night, James. Sleep well.
It's because I lifted up my microphone because I'm smoking dope. And that's the end of the sprint.
Okay. Chips in the oven. Sounds tasty. And Stretch says you're very quiet.
Yeah, I was, because I had the microphone up. I am working on my Goblin Dictionary, Esong. I have about 4,000 words that I have to classify as nouns or verbs, with the occasional adjective thrown in just to screw me up. So that is what I are working on. I'm up to G. I've done A through F. To be honest with you, about 1,000 or 1,200 of them are already classified because I imported them from a previous dictionary, but I intend to make Goblin a speakable language. I've been doing it for about 3 days now. On and off. Maybe 16 hours. I'm already through what? Okay. I've already done a little more than 1,000 words. So I'm about a quarter of the way done.
So Esong says, question, I have an evil guy that's captured the town's guard's daughter as a way to pressure him into executing 3 dwarves in town. I have the daughter being held in the middle of the swamp. Question 1, where would you hide in a swamp?
Just a second. In a swamp, there are massive amounts of little islands, right? In a place like the Everglades, or, in Florida and places like that where there are big swamps, right? You have islands in the midst of standing pools of water, right? So, thank you. So, on any one of those islands, you could hide something on it. You could put a small hutch in there.
Question 2, I'm having an NPC of the crew also get caught by this group, but I'm having a hard time knowing why the bad guys don't just kill him. They want information about the party?
Yeah, the thing about it is, are they absolutely heartless killers? I mean, with no redeemable qualities, like psychopaths, or, like, most people don't just randomly stick people because they're inconvenient. Even evil people generally have a reason to kill you. Usually there'll be at least one person in there that says, well, maybe we should keep him because he might be useful for ransom or something. And most people don't really want to actually stab people to death. Right? So they'll go along with it because of that. Yeah. Force him to serve them.
Yeah, that's a good one. Or maybe they think they can use him to get more information later. Give us the information we want, find out this stuff for us, or we'll kill you. But, First day with my rented mouth. Jeez.
You drooled on yourself?
I spilled some Coke. Yeah.
Told you not to rent lips from that cheap place.
I know, right? Get what you pay for, I guess.
Daz is absolutely right. Criminals are inherently lazy. Yeah, they might want to convert him, too.
Yeah, like a spy kind of thing. Information network. Okay, we know who you are. We can kill you at any time, or we can kill your family at any time. So you should go do this stuff for us and find out information. And if we come for you again, as long as you give us information, you'll be fine.
Yeah. If criminals were into hard work, they wouldn't be criminals. There's nothing hard about being a criminal.
Well, it's not true.
Hey, I got infinite more respect for a guy who gets up at like 11 o'clock at night to work all night at 7-Eleven than I do for anybody who ever robbed a bank.
Fact. Can't argue with that, for sure.
Because robbing a bank ain't hard. Yeah. It depends on how much of Stockholm Syndrome he's got. All right. Not really, Macaro. It's just most people aren't smart enough to do it. It's not harder. And most people get greedy. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and explain how to rob a bank. Right? But I do know how to do it and get away with it. I couldn't do it, though, because I'm too visible. I'm too distinguishable. Yeah, it is the shirt. To be honest, it's the peg leg. Everything else is superficial, but I can't cover that up. Yeah, Emily, congrats. Is there a way to magically track someone into keeping them a spy? Not by the standard rules. Not unless you're really high level. Or a lich or something. Or a dragon.
Isn't there a ring that's linked to another ring? And you always know where the other person is?
I don't always wear this shirt. As a matter of fact, I haven't worn this shirt in like 3 weeks. High-level wizard lich options. Well, in 5th edition, I'm not sure how the spells go, but there's always spells that you can use to track somebody, like clairvoyance, if you have something of theirs or they have something of yours. Right? A cursed magic item that reports everything you do back to the owner of another magic item would be something there. Scrying. Right? I believe that's a 4th level spell, so you'd have to have at least a 7th level wizard for it.
Isn't there, like I said, isn't there a ring, like Ring of Friends or something it's called? You always know where the other person is? It was in 3rd edition anyway. And the idea is you're supposed to use it for your party, right? So that you can like keep track of another party member or something like that. But a cursed one that you couldn't take off would do the job, and you could get that at like any level, really.
Yeah. They could put a cursed ring on him that he can't take off. That allows him to track him. Right, that could be accomplished with fairly low-level magic. And Superman wore glasses. That's why nobody recognized him.
See, I look totally different, don't I?
See, totally. Can't tell who
Totally
she is
different.
at all.
Absolutely, yeah.
Can't tell who she is at all without her glasses.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but you try to keep the magic as low as possible because everybody does, right? Even high-level wizards will try and use their lowest level magic if they can get away with it, right? So it can be accomplished with a simple magic item. It doesn't have to do anything, just will not come off while you're alive, right? What would a lich do? Probably that. Give him a cursed item that he could track him with. I'm pretty distinguishable. Always wearing a hat, always big beard. I have to keep the beard because my granddaughter would freak if I took it off. She's 2 now. Will not come off and provide scrying access. Yep. You can just constantly look in on the person with a crystal ball, basically. Alright. Uses the same ability as Clairaudience, Clairvoyance, just operates over any range. I believe Clairaudience, Clairvoyance does anyways, but don't quote me on that, because I'm not sure in 5th edition. Or Scrying, which I know works across any range. You could also add it that it projects your thoughts to the person that holds the crystal ball if they're using it too. Right, so they can not only see and know what you are, they know what you're thinking too. Yeah, exactly what Stretch does. If the exact thing you want doesn't exist, just homebrew it. Right, because that's a great part about D&D is it's all your game.
That's right.
Right, so if they don't have an item like that, well, they do now. Because you just made one up. Alright. Trust me, I used to get my old players with that all the time. I've never gotten Diane with that.
What's that?
Magic items that don't exist.
Oh, yeah.
Right, but I used to get her gaming group with it. They'd be like, well, what the hell was that? Because they hadn't read it in any book. Yeah. Well, rooting in the system, all cursed items will not come off. That's just the way they are. That's a cursed item in D&D. Right? So if he makes it cursed, it doesn't have to do anything as far as the curse goes, just not come off. Right? But if the curse is that it projects your thoughts to the wielder of a particular crystal ball, then that's there, right? And the crystal ball provides scrying, just like a crystal ball would.
Emily says, you laugh, but I have troubles recognizing people. Superman would be safe with me. Sure. You know what? Actually, most people don't recognize other people out of context. I knew half the bloody town because I had a metaphysical store, and I would see my regulars in at, like, the supermarket all the time, and they never recognized me because I was not behind the counter of my store. It's really amazing.
Yeah, and dressed like a witch.
Yeah, I mean, you know, at my store I'd wear like broom skirts and stuff, you know, flowy things, right? When I went out, you know, I would wear jeans, so, right? And the other thing is that it's amazing what you can accomplish when you walk in like you belong there.
Mm-hmm.
If you look like you belong there, people are likely to not question you.
Yep.
Yeah, Jamie has this great story. Maybe I shouldn't tell it on
No,
stream.
I'm not on stream.
Yeah, probably not.
No.
Of the things you can get away with when you look like you're supposed to be doing whatever you're doing. Yeah, a cursed ring of clairvoyance is ideal, actually. That
Yeah.
makes perfect sense to me. That would work for exactly what you want.
Yes? It is a problem with systematic sexism, there, Esong. That being able to walk in like you belong somewhere and just get away with it.
Oh, yeah, good point.
If you don't look like people expect, they're less likely to trust you. Yeah.
Also racism.
Also racism, yes. Classism. All the isms, really.
I mean, let's be honest here, right? As a white woman, if I put on a power suit, I could probably walk into any corporation and people would be like, oh yeah.
Yeah, middle-aged woman in a power suit. She's supposed to be there.
But if I were black, not so much. People question you, right? Which is stupid.
Or if you were 20.
Or if I were 20. Yeah.
Yeah. Or 60.
Yeah, or 60. Also bullshit. So, ageism being a thing. How do you get rid of a cursed ring then?
Aha!
You get the curse.
You have to You have to have somebody remove curse on the ring, which won't uncurse the ring. It'll just allow you to remove it.
Yep. Remove curse was what, a 3rd level spell last I checked?
Yes. No.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah. So,
Either 3rd or 4th. Bestow curse is 4th. So.
Yeah. And there's relatively moderate level priest could do it of any faith. Because it's a divine
5th and 7th
spell.
level spell. 5th and 7th level caster can cast it.
Yeah. So there you go.
It's also an arcane spell. Okay, and we're back to writing again, supposedly. For the last sprint of the show. You think I'll actually try and do some work? I do not do push-ups or sit-ups. I'm a quad. Games GM, how you doing, mate? Welcome back.
Does that mean I have to do the push-ups or sit-ups?
No, it's my stream.
Oh. Well, I'm here.
We're writing this one.
Good to see you, Games. How have you been? You kind of like vanished off the face of the earth for a while.
Yeah.
When are you going to stream again so we can start contributing points? Because you're the only one left that we have to get the points to for the challenge.
Yep. Hey, babe, is geek a noun or a verb?
Yes. Informally, it's a verb. It's probably not formally a verb. It's one of those things that have been verbified in recent years.
Yeah.
Which I love, by the way. I love that trend of taking nouns and making them verbs just because, you know.
Okay, Esong will do the push-ups or sit-ups with you.
Okay, let's do it. Here we go. Let's hope I can. Let's see. Let's see. I'll do push-ups.
Okay, she's on, Esong. You're on with her.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you, actually. I appreciate the exercise.
Moonflower redeemed Hydrate, and Angstaze is rating with a party of 3.
Yay!
She just came to check and make sure that we weren't,
Oh, Macaro, you bastard. Alright, this one will be sit-ups then.
You can see the top of her head. Hey, that's awesome, Esong. That's awesome. Macaro made her do 10 more, so she did 10 sit-ups. Nobody expects that out of you.
Yeah, that was great. I was able to crack my back after. Cool. Yay, song, that's awesome. No, I said I wasn't messing around with my camera. You're gonna have to take my words for it.
Yep. No, Esong shouldn't do sit-ups. She had stomach surgery.
Well, she just did them.
Well,
So
shut
awesome.
my face.
Kept waiting for Sable to start counting down. Awesome. When it didn't happen, I just went for it. I did it.
Did 20 sit-ups. Nice.
Nice. Oh, I feel you there, Moon. I literally just got the shirt today, and I already have flecks of red syrup on it.
Yep.
I don't own white clothes.
That's why
There's
I
a
own
reason
3
for
of
that.
these.
Counting my head bobs. Okay, cool. You saw my head bobs then, so you know I did them.
Yeah. I got no problem with kink content there, Angstaze.
This stream is marked as mature for a reason.
Yep.
And namely, it is so that we do not have to censor what we talk about.
Right.
Or what we choose to say. So. Oh, you didn't hear the counts for the sit-ups. I may have been quieter, and I'm using my mic here. Oh, Moonflower's got a brainstorm.
Okay, brainstorm for 15 minutes. What do you need to brainstorm there? Moonflower?
Oh, I know you did them. It's just hard to do them with you. Okay. But we did them together. Yay!
Well, Moonflower, what do you want to brainstorm? Bring on the whips and collar.
Yeah, exactly. Fantasy shopping.
Okay, fantasy shopping. Angstaze, I would gladly review your stuff, but maybe on my next stream, okay? Because I've only got like 12 minutes left on this stream.
Stretch better go then.
Yeah, I don't think it's for you, Stretch.
Yeah, you're. I know you're mentally like 15, so probably you should.
Yeah. Alright. Thank you. I'll definitely review it on the next stream I do, though, if you want to do it up, put it up there. Alright? Because I've only got now 11 minutes, so. And I got a 15-minute brainstorm about fantasy shopping.
Okay, so what do you mean by fantasy shopping, Moon? What are we talking about? Is it like magic items you're looking for, or just weird and wonderful things that might be available in a market in your world? Because that's very world dependent.
Yeah.
Bizarre wonders? Yeah, exactly. What are we looking at?
Oh, I do read between streams. I thought you wanted me to do it on stream, but if you would like to just give it to me to read and give you a review of it, that's fine, Angstaze. Sure. I'm more than happy to do that. Right, send it to me in a private message on Discord and I'll give it a read. I thought you wanted me to read it on stream, but that's okay. Or both.
It's market day in a medium-sized town in a mid-magic fantasy world, and I just need to get ideas thrown at me regarding it.
Well, obviously there will be exotic animal vendors. You know?
Unusual food stuff, probably a potion vendor.
Yeah.
There's likely to be magical supplies, but probably there's not a huge number of magical supplies.
And not a huge number of magical items. Because in a mid-magic world, not everybody has a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah, Angstaze isn't on our server, dear.
Oh, okay. Can't direct message me?
Well, we'd have to be on a server or send a friend's request in order to do that.
Oh, okay.
Imagine you could probably whisper it to him on Twitch.
Yeah, whisper it to me on Twitch. I'll fire up my Twitch and grab it from there.
Magical tailor taking commissions. There might be exotic fabrics. Like, say you have giant spiders. There's probably somebody who's selling spider silk clothing. You know, spices could be really unusual. There could be, yeah, and Anastasia's right. There's mundane things. People are still going to need all the same stuff: fruits, vegetables, fibers. Yeah, all that same stuff is still going to be available, right? There's Twitch message. Click on his name would be my suggestion. Oh, he didn't even, okay, yeah, because he's not even on his account at the moment. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm on.
In 1997, we started a...
Yeah, there might be a hedge witch selling, low-level charms and, some, here's a charm to increase your fertility. Here's a charm to, protect you from harm. Gives you a small bonus like a blessed spell, stuff like that.
Yeah, there'd be small charms for things like love charm that adds +1 to your charisma against a particular person that you want it to, or stuff like that, right? Yeah. Alright, all
Fish
the regular
market
stuff that, Esong's talking about there,
By magical supplies, I mean there might be a place that caters specifically to whatever mages are in your world, and they'll sell spell components, basically, right? But there's not going to be too many of them, because in a mid-magic world, mages are relatively uncommon, so they're specialists. Yeah. Yeah, Daz is right, that kind of stuff would work.
I sent you a private message there. Thanks, Taze.
If you have alchemists, they would sell alchemical supplies too, and that might be very different from the spell component stuff.
Yeah.
But depending on your magic system. Small book vendor, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, newsstand or, bardic services or something. A scribe, right? What's the level of literacy in your world?
Yeah. How can you tell Esong has Raging Swan Press? She's read a couple of books on this.
My neighbors are doing loud things outside my window. That's a good idea for that spice there, Daz. I may steal that whole hawk.
And that's the end of the sprint. Okay, thanks, Jose. I got it. I'll take a look at it later. Thank you.
Oh no, doggo got in the trash.
Ah.
Since I'm making like giant mushrooms, I had to rethink some of the stuff about.
Hey, no worries, Extase. Thank you. I got no worries about it. You know. Right.
Yeah, I'm making a giant mushroom, and it describes how it starts this little nodule, and then that's how the fruiting body that actually forms the part we think of as the mushroom, right? And it's like called a pinhead or a nodule, and I'm like, well, clearly it's not the size of a pin. It's not a couple of millimeters across. This is a giant mushroom. So I said, about the size and shape of an ottoman.
An ottoman.
Well, I mean, imagine that's what it would look like, right?
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, when I put up the vote for what I should do for my plant in the stream, this was the one I had the least interest in and the least development for. But now I'm having fun.
There's a book on markets, though. Or maybe that's just part of the Thingonomicon or something. Or urban dressing.
Okay. Good one on Saze, I like it. That's right, the spice must flow. Magic carpet that works for an hour after you feed it X amount of coins. like an arcade, or one of those rides. Ottoman furniture or Ottoman Empire? Ottoman furniture in this particular case.
Yeah, no, it's about the size of the Ottoman Empire.
Although I was thinking how much my Orcish Empire is a lot like the Ottoman Empire in many ways, so it's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe the urban dressing book has a whole section on markets in it. You saw them? That is true. One is larger than the other. Ottoman furniture and Ottoman Empire. Yeah, you better, damn stretch. It's after midnight and you're eating dinner, so.
Do you smell something burning? Just saying.
Is it suddenly very warm in your apartment?
We joke.
And bright?
Yeah. There might be a problem there. We're in the mood today, I see. Oh, I like the compass. That's a cool idea. I already have something sort of like that. I like that weather globe idea too, Daz. That's quite clever.
Mm-hmm.
I need one of those. Work better than the damn weatherman.
I use the weather cat.
Yep.
Cat is white. It is snowing.
It's snowing.
Cat is wet.
Cat is wet.
It's raining.
It's raining. Cat is muddy. It was raining, and now it's not. Cat is dusty and windswept. It's windy.
Oh, you don't have the urban dressing book. Well, maybe I'll buy it for you for your birthday or something.
Okay, I need that, Daz. I want that in real life. Anchor tent. No matter where you pitch it, nothing will move it. I want it.
What if an elephant runs it over?
Then it still doesn't move. It might be flat. But the elephant will not move it. I love it. Flat tent.
Good for windy days.
Well, that's right. Yeah, I totally want that in real life. Good God, what is that annoying noise? It's coming from Jamie's computer, I'm sure.
Some shit coming from Jamie's computer, I don't know.
Thank you, that was helpful. And informative.
You're welcome. Yes, Raging Swan Press books. Awesome books for both Pathfinder and 5th edition. And system neutral in some cases, just fluff. DriveThruRPG.com. I'll get you a link here. Well, Esong, thank you very much for being way quicker than me. Printing out the Thingonomicon? You hope you got a lot of paper. Yeah, if you join the Patreon, you get stuff every week. I've been a patron of Raging Swan Press for like 4 years. Yep.
So we're technically past our scheduled time here, dear. Do we want to continue, or?
No. No. I'm getting off now.
Okay.
Who are we rating?
Coffee's
Chaotica,
up.
Darth. He's doing Stream Raiders, though. Coffee, I think, eh?
Yeah, Chaotica's playing a game, too.
Yeah.
So.
Travis is just chatting, so.
Well, that could be his tavern talk show. So, I mean, it's not necessarily about writing, but it often is.
Yeah?
You know what? Let's raid Travis. We haven't done it in a while.
Yeah, okay.
You guys all know how to find coffee? Aw.
Aw, you song.
Aw. Make us feel guilty. Want to stay on longer. Here's how you find coffee. She, of course, is doing writing. She's doing editing, actually, at the moment. Right? If you want to hang out with Darth and play some Stream Raiders, then you can find him here.
Oh, Travis is playing poker.
Oh, Travis is playing poker? Well, no,
Nah.
I don't want to do poker.
Nah, we're gonna go to coffee then.
Yeah, we're gonna go with coffee. In that case, I'll put up Darth's URL here. If you guys want to go play some Stream Raiders, that is what he is doing. And he's probably writing too. He's just not actually showing what he's writing. But that's usually what he's doing when he's playing Stream Raiders, writing a world building. But yeah, I guess we'll raid coffee. I usually find the coffee right next to the tea. That's awesome. Stretch, do you prefer tea or coffee? Right? Is it a thing? Because in Canada, right, there's like a division that runs kind of right about where Toronto is. Right? And everything on the eastern side of that prefers tea over coffee unless it's Timmy's. Apparently Timmy's wins everything, and then on the other side it's coffee. So, I'm just curious. Right? Do you have like British pride for tea, or are you like, fuck that, coffee's a working man's drink? I already finished watching T's stream today. That's hilarious. Neither. He goes for hot chocolate. Do you know that used to be a thing? Back when it was coffee, tea, or chocolate, and chocolate was more of a bitter kind of stimulant drink. So, all right, we're reading Coffee Quills. Thanks everyone for joining us today. I had a lot of fun. I will see you tomorrow on Sable's World Forge, 1 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. GMT, and we'll also be back tomorrow night for Toy Soldiers Old School, our Pathfinder campaign, which starts at 5:30 p.m. Pacific, which I think, let's see here, Brain, okay, 10, midnight, 1:30 a.m. GMT.
12:30 a.m.
12:30?
GMT. Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right, because
we're GMT.